Yeah, we'll see what signs on the. Excuse me. For the Lady of the Lake is a goddess of elder peoples of such wisdom and might that a single utterance conquered hatred and greed. She spoke but one sentence so filled with truth that they had no choice, for no man and no Vodunoi can resist the ultimate truth. And so humans and Vodunoi shook hands and presented each other with gifts, forging a truce. Wondrous were the gifts indeed, a gold bracelet belonging to the village's founder, richly ornamented by a true master's hand, went to the Vodunoi, and an old Vodunoi looked upon the lady's face and said, "Thy word can make this world sink just as it can make it burn until only ashes remain." And as the people saw a fine statue of alabaster appear, they were all speechless. And by the lake, in a wondrous land, a great feast was held, and so on the story goes. So, I need, was the alabaster thing from you, I think.
Oak. Gulpul Talu.
The Lady of the Lake wants to help resolve the conflict.
The Lady of the Lake wants to help resolve the conflict.
Lialul be what?
The Lady of the Lake wishes the Vodunoi to live in peace with humans. Killing their favorite cow wouldn't help.
Yet dagon nasties loved me.
I can take care of that too, but you'd have to give me something.
Big blood bovine, better idea. Yet obedient must be for lady. Choose.
Oh, okay, so we're giving the things back? The bracelet then.
The gold bracelet.
I see which best suits the Lady of the Lake. Okay. I probably could I have taken all of them? He's giving me that. So then we get an alabaster statue from... what's his face? Looks like a herb. No, it's something moving. Oh, it's the lady. The naiad. Right, so we'll head back to Murky Waters, unless we can go back the other way. No, that probably doesn't lead us. Oh, we have a wyvern on the... Do I have to fight one of them? I realise that I don't believe in destiny. I'm responsible for both my successes and failures, which you normally are. What do I need against you? What's the best thing to fight you with? Resistance to stun and poison temp, sensitive to silver, and on the sword. But which one? Wyverns are unlucky to be frequently mistaken for dragons. Seeing a reptile approaching a flock of sheep, peasants panic. They expect it to breathe fire, massacre everyone, and abduct the local virgins. While it is true that wyverns hunt sheep, they neither breathe fire nor lay waste to whole villages, and they are completely indifferent to virgins. Charge! You then. Venom glands and wyvern meat. Which I assume we'd have to cook first. Oh, we had that quest way back when, didn't we? Way back when, in the last chapter. Not exactly way back when. So I've got to go and talk to Julian now. Get this alabaster statue. He says, hopefully. And then once we've done that, we can sort through those things. It's now night time in the village. Oh, are we in kind of combat-y mood? Oh no, so it's never combat here. That's interesting. That's good to know. I wonder if Julian will still be at the inn. I assume so. I mean, he might not be. Huh. I need to find these bits of glass in the fields. I'm not sure whether to go now, because if I go now, surely the Noon Wraiths won't be around. But I'm not sure that's a good idea. Dandelion!
Geralt?
What happened in Vizima after I disappeared?
What happened in Vizima after I disappeared?
Who knows? I left soon after you. Though I did hear that you staged quite a bloodbath.
Sometimes killing is necessary.
Now don't get offended, but has killing people become a pleasure for you?
I have nothing against slaying humans. Salamanders and their kind deserve to die. I've not gone out of my way to kill them. I don't think. Wait. Let's try and think about this. I mean, if you think about the times I've killed people, there was the time in the bank when I tried to dissolve it peacefully. That didn't work. Salamandra, who in the most case, I think, pretty much every case they've gone for me. It's... Yeah, I've only really killed in self-defense. I only kill humans in self-defense.
I only kill humans in self-defense.
Like the old days. Try as we might, we just can't seem to cull the population of vicious SOBs.
I sense we haven't seen the worst of them yet.
Be careful.
I will.
Geralt?
I wanted to answer that letter. What will the next ballad be about?
So, what will the new ballad be about?
It'll be a masterpiece, in verse. Interesting, horrifying, romantic,
And the story?
engaging, and straight from life. I changed my mind, see? Poets don't need to embellish. Life is colorful enough.
Aim to write about peasants working the fields? Dandelion, I know you better than that.
Not as well as you think. You'll see.
I wanted to answer the letter.
I wanted to answer that letter.
Good idea. I have pen and parchment. Think of a beginning.
Kindest friend. Alright. Dearest Triss.
All right. Dearest Triss,
Your romance is blooming. I'm happy for you, Geralt.
I don't want to talk about it. Now what? Something about Alvin?
I'm sure she's worried about him.
And I can ask her to notify Foltest immediately about his doing. Maybe I can describe what's happening here in Murky Waters. The thing with the Murky Waters is they're not really that much of an issue to Triss. But yeah, and I can ask her to notify Foltest immediately about his doing.
And I can ask her to notify Foltest immediately about his doings.
She could find that interesting. Sit down and write it. The fisherman could take it to Vizima.
Hooray! Received letter to Triss, so I need to go and hand that to someone to send it. Right, to Julian.
Geralt?
An agreement with the Vodyanoi is possible.
An agreement with the Vodyanoi is possible.
Think so.
That is the will of the Lady of the Lake. Care to take issue?
No, Witcher. I'm no fool.
In that case, I'll need something that symbolizes your devotion to her and your desire to achieve peace with the Vodyanoi.
Of course. What shall I give you?
Alabaster figure depicting a young Vodyanoi, yeah, capturing a water elemental.
The alabaster figure depicting a young Vodyanoi capturing a water elemental.
Here it is. It would have fetched a fine price in Vizima, but peace is more important.
Right, I need to talk to you.
We shall speak later.
No, I need. Oh. I should I should just sell it to him. I've also got this thing about Lena as well that I need to talk to him about. I need to find the. Pastures fields, just lakeside. What have I actually read? Beloved Triss, your insight made finding Alvin possible. Also, I received the amulet from Dandelion. Don't worry, the boy will be alright. I will take care of him. I hope that you were able to somehow overcome the difficult situation I put you in. I'm very sorry. I think you should talk to Foltest and tell him of his sweet daughter's deeds. I think about you as well, Triss, and I keep thinking about the moments when we were together. I don't know if our relationship will overcome all the obstacles, but I don't think we should worry about this just now. What is important is that we have each other. I hope that I will see you soon, Geralt. Ah. Oh, I'm turning him into a hopeless romantic. I'm so sorry, Geralt. You're spending too much time with me. No, let's go and try and talk to Julian. Maybe leaving and going back in will kind of reset him. What is this? Oh, it's just the journal. Oh, right, of course. Oh, I've got... Oh, they're cards. Right. Dandelion delivered a letter from Triss. The sorceress has asked me to take good care of Alvin. She is also worried about me. She hopes we can have a steady relationship and raise Alvin together when I complete my mission. I answered Triss's letter and explained my feelings. Let's look at the other ones. Right. Adam is one of Murky Water's most interesting residents. He's desperately and hopelessly in love with Alina, but that hasn't helped his poetry a bit. Adam, a young poet in love with Alina, was accused of killing Selena. He has been arrested and awaits trial. It turned out... I don't know which one. Yes. It turned out that Ada was behind the forgery of the royal seals and responsible for the chaos in the trade quarter. The princess had been collaborating with Salamandra, but it seems this alliance was too much for her. Thanks to Triss's interventions, I managed to escape Ada's claws by the skin of my teeth. According to the professor's notes, Ada collaborated with Salamandra. She was behind the counterfeiting of the royal seal and forged the proclamation of the state of emergency. She was promised the throne of Temeria, though in reality Salamandra believed her to be too unpredictable. The organisation planned to break their alliance. Alina. A young girl from Murky Waters, soon she will marry Julian against the will of her jealous sister Selena and the poet Adam, who loves her. Right, Azar Javed. During the fight with the professor, the mage came to his companion's rescue. This time he was unable to stop me and I forced him to flee. According to the professor's notes, Azar Javed is in Salamandra's hidden laboratory, where he is working to put the secrets of Kaer Morhen to use. I finally met Berengar in the village of Murky Waters, a bitter and unfriendly outcast. He bears a grudge against other witches, because he's so obviously a witcher because of his white hair and cat-like pupils. Oh, wait. Sorry. Apparently I'm included. Selena. Seems like Tobias Hoffman's elder daughter is jealous of her little sister Alina, who's getting married. Elder daughter? Isn't it normally, wasn't it normally that you married the elder daughter off first? I know the plot of The Taming of the Shrew revolves around that fact, is that the proper way of doing things, inverted commas proper, was to marry off the elder daughter first, and there was a very sensible marriage for the younger daughter, which would have been very profitable, but of course they couldn't marry the younger daughter off until they married the elder daughter, and that's the plot of the play within the play of The Taming of the Shrew. Right, Kolkstein. For the first time since I arrived at Kaer Morhen, I saw a truly happy man. The door to the tower in the swamp stood wide open, and at the thought of all the alchemical secrets waiting inside, Kolkstein was as delirious as a drunken dwarf. The Professor! The Professor is dead. Defeating him wasn't easy, but it was very satisfying. Roderick DeWitt. DeWitt turned out to be the sworn enemy of Tala, the chief of the Temerian Intelligence Service. Siegfried. I asked Siegfried for military support during the assault on Salamandra's headquarters in Vizima. The knight, who was among those invited to Luvarden's party, agreed to help me break up the organisation. Velerad. Velerad governs Vizima, the capital city of Temeria. In Foltest's absence, Velerad holds the highest authority in the city. The Burgermeister knows me from long ago, since he was the one with whom I negotiated the contract for lifting Princess Ada's Striga curse. Although I don't remember Velerad, I have a vague feeling that he has grown old and taken to drink since we first met. People say that Velerad has lost his authority and doesn't run the city as efficiently as he used to. Right. Okay, I think we've gone through all. Have we got any other ones that we should be reading? Let's go through all of our kind of codices and journal stuff. Then I don't have to worry about my frame rate. Alright, the Blackturn Island. A picturesque island that rises unexpectedly out of the lake. This is where the chosen few can meet the lady of the lake. The small strip of land, overgrown with trees, is also a haven for hundreds of animals. The degenerate Vodunoi have built an altar there from stones extracted from the deep. They use the shrine to offer bloody sacrifices to Dagon or Dagon. So I assume that we're going to be putting stuff on there. Maybe that's what these items are for. Country Inn. Tired travellers are drawn to the inn by the smell of fried bacon, boiled cabbage, and sometimes even the famous wyvern egg omelettes. A soothsayer inhabits the small hut huddled to the side of the tavern. Fields. In the fields surrounding the village, golden stalks of grain proudly sway in the wind, while the picturesque ruins of an old monastery and a small hermit's hut, give the place a fairy tale feel. Recently, this idyllic scene was disrupted by the appearance of noon wraiths, giant centipedes, and devourers. Probably from the crypt, I assume. The guardhouse. Law and order in the trade quarter is the responsibility of the city guard, which is headquartered at the guardhouse. Burgermeister Velerad can also be found here often. He oversees all affairs connected with crime and security in the city. Lakeside. In the evenings, a light breeze from the lake ripples the waters of small inlets. The Fisher King gathers his nets, and a few villagers come to watch the mirage of the underwater city, seen above the lake's surface thanks to the unusually clear waters, the light of the moon, and a little optical magic. There is also a cave in the area, a refuge for elven fugitives who live in peace alongside the inhabitants of the nearby village. So we need to find an elven craftsman, so we should actually head there. So it's good I read these. Sewers. I found a way to reach the Salamander hideout in the city sewers. The Vivaldi Bank. Like any large city, Vizima also has a branch of the dwarf-owned Vivaldi Bank. It's not dwarf-owned anymore, is it? Well, it's not owned by Golan Vivaldi. We know that for sure. It is located in a sturdy building with thick stone walls. Wasn't it been bought out by humans? Because that's what he was complaining about. Sorry. Guards armed to the teeth watch the armoured safes, while wealthy clients can count on discreet, professional service. The bank is renowned, and so its reputation did not suffer when rumours began circulating of a hostile takeover. There we go. Apparently the bank's owner was having financial problems, and an anonymous investor took advantage. I don't think we've got any new things about monsters. Kikimor's ire. When imbibed, this mutagenic potion provides access to a special enhancement of the stamina attribute. This upgrade allows a Witcher to consume raw monster parts, restoring lost vitality, but also raising his level of body toxicity. So it's probably worse than having the than brewing a potion, I assume. The potion is made by mixing the nerve of a Kikimor queen, which is what we have there, with ingredients providing one measure each of vitriol, quibreth, hydrogenum, and vermilion. Base consisting of a strong, high-quality alcohol is also required. Duration of effects, immediately. Kikimor Queen's unique nervous systems inspired renegade mages to develop this strong mutagenic potion. The potion causes changes in the ventral cavity and also prompts production of mutated digestive enzymes. Broad use of the potion was curtailed due to the scarcity of its core ingredient, ornithosor oil. This oil, sometimes called basilisk bane, contains a poison that is deadly to all reptiles. Even the basilisk, which possesses its own venom and is resistant to poisons, cannot withstand a blade coated with this substance.